This is the Roundtable for Friday, September 7th, 2012, with Tom Barocroft, Chuck Strongbacks, and David Washington. Hello folks, I'm David Washington. Welcome to the Roundtable, where we talk about things, people, persons, and food, and all those good stuff right here on our show. Today we're talking about Wawa stores in Florida, but before we do that, we want to say hello to our newest newcomers on KDJW Radio and David Washington Pictures, Chuck Davidson and David Roxborough. Let's begin with Chuck. Hey Chuck, how are you doing, sir? Hey Dave, how are you? I'm doing all right. Yeah, you got a great broadcaster's voice. I gotta hand you that. I gotta hand it to you, my friend. That's very good. Hey, thanks very much, Dave. I came from Tampa, Florida, working at a radio station, but I heard a telephone call from KDJW. He wants me to come over here to do a new career, so I have no choice but to delve into it, Davey. Yeah, that's cool. Well, anyway, you're here today. This is your first time here at KDJW TV and KDJW Radio. Yeah, Dave, I gotta say I love the new radio station you're doing, and I gotta say God bless you. Thank you. And now Chuck wants to say hello to Mr. David Roxborough. Hello, David. Hi, hello there. I'm David Roxborough from KDJW TV. I am now employed at KDJW. I love the radio station and the TV station as well. And where are you from, sir? I am from the Roxborough section of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, not far from the Roxborough transmitting facilities. Cool. You got a great rough broadcaster's voice, sir. Thank you very much, David. I really appreciate that. Tom Barocroft, how are you, sir?
Hello there, David. I am okay. It is a nice time to do a radio show in the nighttime, right?
Yeah, it's Friday night. Thank God it's Friday.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Davy boy.
Thank you, Mr. Barocroft. Chuck Strongbacks, Chucky baby, what's going on, baby? Hey there, David. I am doing all right. It is a nice time to be on your radio show for the first time. Actually, for the second time, you know. Remember the TGIF show? We got some crazy times, man.
You bet. Crazy times, David.
I got to admit. And also, of course, we had Carolyn Diamond on our program, too. Want to say hello to Carolyn Diamond? Vote for her. Go to Facebook.com and friend Carolyn Withers Diamond. She's a great makeup artist to the skies. And to the stars, too. She's really great. She's a great bridal consultant of getting all the brides ready for the wedding. She is wonderful. Carolyn Diamond, she's the lady you can vote for. She's a great makeup artist. I saw her work. It's excellent.
Me too. I saw her website earlier. It is simply banging.
Tom, where do you get this kind of stuff? Where do you get this kind of crazy talk lingo like that?
I got it from Chuck. You know it, Davey.
Oh, my gosh. And I gotta say, Carolyn Diamond is a great makeup artist. Vote for her. She is it. She is great. That is wonderful. Thanks very much. On the open discussion today, we're talking about Wawa stores in Florida. They're opening. They already open stores in Tampa and in Orlando. That's great. When I was a little kid, David, I know there wasn't a Wawa store around in the 60s. I was sad. You were sad? Indeed. But since I heard about the new Wawa stores opening up in Florida, I feel very alive. That is cool. Anyway, we got to take a little commercial break. Tom, Chuck, and David, you guys want to stick around? I'll be right here, David.
You know it.
Catch you on, baby.
Bring it on!
Yeah, we'll be right back with more after this. Mostly cloudy in Philadelphia, but a couple of showers. So far, a nice night for for your Philadelphia travels in the lows of the 70s. David Roxborough, Shadow Weather on KDJW Radio.
And now, back to the Roundtable.
Thank you, Julie Sept Casey. Julie Sept Casey is our new announcer for the Roundtable. How you doing, Julie Sept?
I am doing very well. I gotta say, it's a nice station here, mate.
Beautiful. Welcome back to the Roundtable. I am David Washington with my broadcasting crew, Chuck Strongbacks, Chuck Davidson, Tom Barocroft, and David Roxborough. Opening discussion, we're talking about Wawa stores in the state of Florida. Central Florida, to be precise.
Yeah, Central Florida, my hometown, baby.
That's a very nice accent there, Mr. Davidson. I gotta say, that's really catchy. You used to work at a radio station?
Yeah, it was so long ago. It was like way back in the 70s. I was a college kid then. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Chuck. That's very excellent. Well, anyway, in Wawa stores, they have a great assortment of tasty cakes, Philly pretzels, a soft Philadelphia pretzels you like to have on your doorstep every night. That is so good. I gotta say, a Philly pretzel a day always keeps the doctor away, and the nurse in the clinic, too. I gotta hand it to you. That sounds really nice there, Mr. Strongbacks. Well, thank you very much. I learned from the best. Aw. No, I mean Tom. Oh. Well, I have some good news and some sad news. The sad news is the Wawa Hoagie Fest. Oh yes, the Wawa Hoagie Fest. I love the Wawa Hoagie Fest. Hey, is the Wawa Hoagie Fest still going on? Sadly, no. Yeah, that's not fair, David. There's no Wawa stores and there's no Wawa stores doing the Hoagie Fest. Is it already over? Yes, it is over. Aw, man, Dave, you make me so sad. But here's some good news. There is some shorties, some delicious hoagie shorties and such. So that's really good. That's wonderful, Dave. Yeah. Well, anyway, we got a lot to do, and shadow traffic. Chuck Strongbacks, how's shadow traffic doing today? Everything's clear on the eastbound and westbound of the Schuylkill Expressway. Shorter on the Route 309 going up to the Pennsylvania Turnpike. No incidents to report. Other places, the New Jersey Turnpike from Philadelphia to New York City is not that bad. Just look out for a couple of accidents along the expressway area. 676, the Mid-City Expressway, the Vine you call it. Everything is A-OK over there. This is Chuck Strongbacks with your Shadow Traffic on KDJW Radio. Thanks for the Shadow Traffic report there, sir. The Shadow Traffic Update is brought to you in part by KDJW Radio. Well, anyway, we're having a fun time here. We're going to have a couple of closing arguments about Wawa stores in Florida in a minute. Let's talk about the tasty cakes and the Philly soft pretzels. Let's begin with Chuck Davidson, our new announcer. I gotta say, the Philly pretzels are the first thing on my list when I touched down to Philadelphia at the Philadelphia airport, man. Really? You had the Philly pretzels on your mind already? That's right, David. It's already on my mind when I touched down, landed at the Philadelphia International Airport this day. Wow, that's amazing. And you had a Philly pretzel on the spot at the airport? And it's so darn good, baby. It's so darn good. Wow. It's incredible, my friend. Chuck Strongbacks, what's your outtake, sir? Well, David, the Philly pretzels are delicious. You can get it in any sort of kind, like any kind of condiment on it, like see here, yeah, regular mustard,
And also, of course, the hot mustard, the hot spicy brown, baby.
Oh, yeah, you're speaking my language, sir. David Roxborough, what's your outtake, sir? Well, the Philly pretzel is a beneficiary of a great Philadelphia meal. A great compliment on the cuisine, so much as the hoagies and the and other things. The pretzel is it, definitely. But make mine with no salt on it, because I have a high sodium intake. Uh-huh. And Tom Barocroft.
The Philly pretzel is the most amazing thing to have. You can have 1, 2, or even 100 a day if you have to. I can do 50 a day.
You do 50 a day? Shut the front door.
Oh my goodness!
Are you still going on strong, Mr. Barocroft?
You bet there, Chuck. And you too, sir.
What an amazing broadcast we're having on our show. I don't know what to say except for one thing.
What is it, David?
We have a quick commercial break. We're still waiting for my favorite theme song to kick in while we're talking.
Well, anyway, while we're talking, we'll probably eat some tasty cakes after the program.
And a couple of shorties from a couple of hoagie shorties over there, you know, since Wawa Hoagie Fest is already over. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll be right back for more of the Roundtable right after this on KDJW Radio.
The Roundtable will continue in a moment with closing arguments about Wawa stores in Florida.
Save a life. Call 1-800-QUIT now or visit www.smokefreephilly.org today. Remember, Philadelphia, your life depends on it. This is Chuck Strongbacks. That's a special message from KDJW Radio. And also, of course, stay tuned for The David Show, coming to Washington, D.C. in January of 2013. The David Show on KDJW TV. And now, back to the Roundtable with closing arguments and other stuff. Thank you, Judy Sept Casey. I'm David Washington. Welcome back to the Roundtable for this nice, wonderful Friday night. We had a nice Friday morning, to be precise. Wasn't it a nice Friday morning, folks? It is the most nicest Friday morning I've ever had. I strolled down through Kelly Drive and I went upstairs to the Art Museum steps, and I did the Rocky thing, man, like da-dun, da-dun-dun, like that. Oh, incredible, Mr. Strongbacks. Well, we have a few minutes left on our program. Let's have some closing arguments about Wawa stores in Florida, beginning with Chuck Davidson. Well, David, I have no closing arguments about Wawa stores in Florida. It is a great Philadelphia institution to move down south to all the Floridians out there. Well said, Mr. Davidson. Chuck Strongbacks, you're next. Well, David, I have no arguments of Wawa stores in Florida whatsoever either. It is the most greatest thing to do for the Floridians out there. I have to say it, I have to repeat it with Mr. Davidson here. It's a great facility to get there in both Tampa and Orlando. Nicely put there. David Roxborough? Well, I have no closing argument about Wawa stores in Florida. It's a great institution. I gotta say, it's incredible. Okay, Tom Barocroft.
What closing argument? I have no closing argument about Wawa stores in Florida. It's incredible. Everybody who is on vacationing in Florida, in the Tampa and Orlando area, should come on down to that Wawa store anywhere in Central Florida. David, your turn.
Well, my closing argument is... What closing argument? We're going to go down to Wawa tonight, right after the show, and we'll have a hoagie shorty and everything on me. Right? You got it, David. Right on, Dave.
You can say that again. Come on down.
Well, for all of our broadcasting friends out there, I'm David Wise, and remind you to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Have a good night. Happy Friday. God bless you.
This has been the Roundtable,
a DJ Wash 5 production. Like us on Facebook, Channel 5 Philadelphia, KDJWTV. On Twitter, follow David at DJ Wash 5 Philly. For comments and questions about our program, email us at wdjbphillyover@gmail.com. Good night.
This is KDJW Radio, 1040 AM, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.